You like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. Thank you all for being here. Hope you are happy, safe, and doing wonderful. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. Please remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. And have an empty cup when you're on this channel and you really want to see what's up. Make sure you tell a family friend or that you know to come on over and subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these notifications. There is enough space in this place for everyone to be notified. I received a download and Spirit has a message. The message is to be mindful of desiring or comparing yourself to others, or desiring to have things, people, or experience places that you have not yet experienced or you feel you may not have access to. Source wants you to be aware that we all are uniquely, individually, divinely created, and for the collective to be mindful of wanting to imitate or duplicate anyone's life or lifestyle. We all have our own missions, our own path here, our own reason for existence. We all have our own contract that we have made an agreement to, and we will, or you will, all in our own timing, reach a point in our life where we become aware of our mission. And it happens different for different people for many reasons on different levels. And so Spirit wants the collective to be aware of this, be mindful. And sometimes we can do things consciously and sometimes unconsciously, meaning we're not in the know. Everyone doesn't know everything. Everyone doesn't have the answers. No one is perfect, okay? Not even myself. But Spirit wants me to relay this message to be mindful and to really have an understanding and an understanding to not compare yourself, because what is for someone else is not for you, and don't also do not allow the idea of you comparing yourself and monitoring what's going on in other people's lives, because you don't know what those people are experiencing nor what they are going through, or what is it taking for them to maintain the lifestyle that you are witnessing. And so Spirit is saying there's no need to compare yourself. There's no need to be envious or jealous. There's no need to project negative energy. It is okay to be happy to see other people win, because we have to be mindful that the energy we put out will return to us. And so Spirit wants me to convey this message. Many will receive it and many will become angered, because everyone isn't able to deal with or receive constructive criticism or just truth, about life, okay? And so everything on my channel is spiritually led. There's nothing more or less happening here, okay? But that is the message and the download I received, to tell the people and let them know that there is no reason to compare yourself. What you see someone else enjoying, who they're dating, where they living, what they driving, what they making, you have no idea of what that person is truly experiencing behind closed doors. When no one is looking, when no one is watching, you have no idea what anyone is coping with on the inside. And there's nothing wrong with being successful. There's nothing wrong with living your best life or wearing labels or high-end fashion. That's not what this message is about. Spirit is just saying be mindful of constantly comparing yourself and allowing yourself to be stagnant or feel defeated because your life or your mission does not look like someone else's. What is for you is for you, and what is for them is for them. We are supposed to be different. That's how we learn from each other worldwide. Doesn't matter your nationality, your tax bracket, what kind of moisturizer you use, where you shop at. We are all supposed to be uniquely, individually, divinely, created as we are. That's how we learn from each other. That's how we grow. If everyone was the same, then maybe it would be a little boring, right? So I'm going to tap into the tarot on this. Spirit wants the collective to be mindful of this. Go easy on yourself. You are loved, you are worthy, and the things that you desire, they are obtainable. You will reach your goal. And also you have to trust and know that, everything has its own individual process. The world is not just residing around one person. Everything has its own process. So this message came in strong. I was about to do something else and they said, no, didn't I just tell you? And so I have to get to it. I have to follow the rules. Okay. All right, so yes, this is for a lot of people. I was going to say somebody. They said no. The people need to know this to stop comparing themselves. You just never know what a person is dealing with behind closed doors. Okay, you just never know what's going on behind the four walls. When they pull in their driveway, when they go home. What's in their heart. Whether they're married, single. What's going on in their household. You don't know the conversations that are being tolerated. When they go to their checkbook and they're trying to balance things out and they have to keep reaching for the credit card to do something somewhere else because it's not enough in this account. And I could go on and on. Spirit is saying for you to marinate on that. What is for you is for you. You have your own life. You have your own mission and your own destiny. And your life is not supposed to imitate or duplicate anyone else's. It's just not. And so it's okay to be inspired. Spirit is saying it is wonderful to be inspired by other people. There's nothing wrong with that. It is wonderful to live your best life, but never compare yourself or feel defeated because you don't have something someone else has, especially when it comes to materialism, okay? The material things that are here on the planet Earth is for us to enjoy. They are extras. We have a lot of extras that we are given as humans here on the planet Earth. They are extras, okay? The cars, the houses, the clothes, they're extras. Being able to travel, they're extras. I can go on and on, just about anything. It's okay to enjoy them, but do not allow these things to subjugate you, to put you in a box, to make you feel isolated, to make you feel less than because it's far from the truth, okay? And so the first card we're starting out with is the star, okay? You are a star and you shine in your own way, not in the way that someone else shines or receive their accolades or receive compliments or accommodation or, you are a star. You must know that you are the MVP. You are the most valuable player in this game of life. You are important. Everyone is important. Everyone matters. Doesn't matter how we feel about them. And, personally, even if there's someone you don't like, maybe at work or, in your school or in your neighborhood, everyone is loved and everyone holds value. Okay, whether we want to receive it or understand it or not, but you are your own star, and Source wants you to shine in your own way. Make this mission your path in life. We're all on different levels. We all have different goals here. We all have different agendas, but make your life. Life is for the living, one of your own. Be sure that you are gathering with energy that makes you feel good and lifts you up. Energy. Not being around people that will maybe mock you or maybe throw backhanded, hide-sided jokes or, use sarcasm to really try to project towards you. No, Spirit wants you to release that. That's for somebody. Be mindful of the people you are hanging around. Be okay sometimes, not all the time, but Spirit is saying be okay with sometimes being by yourself if you don't have anyone else. That's for somebody. Because there's someone who is entertaining a group of people who is mocking them or possibly making fun of them, and this person could not even be aware. You could not be aware that they're making you the joke of the party or the joke of the scene, or that they're talking about you, or these people just don't have good intentions for you. So Spirit wants you to be mindful of the company that you keep, collective, okay? You do not need to be around anyone that makes you feel like you're in the energy of the Nine of Swords, feeling isolated, feeling burdened, like you're stuck in a situation and it's impossible for you to release yourself, because that is an illusion, okay? The next card we have here is the Five of Swords. You do not have to stay in conflict. You do not have to be isolated. You do not have to be around anyone who wants to put you in conflict or make you feel some type of way, as if you don't belong. You see, he's looking at this crowd right here, and they're cheering, they're laughing, but he's looking like, yeah, I'm going to go home. I'm going to take it on in. Yeah, and as you see this person's appearance, metaphorically speaking, there's nothing wrong with it, but his appearance looks very uniquely different from theirs. So you could be someone who is like the black sheep of your family. You could be, very expressive, when it comes to your fashion, very different, very unique, And maybe you know or you are aware that these people are disrespectful towards you, but maybe you just brush it off and consider it as their plan. Spirit is saying no, they're planting seeds of doubt, and you need not to allow it. You need not to allow yourself to be around these kind of people. You are not desperate. You are not in a situation where you're that desperate or thirsty for anyone's attention or their company. If it isn't about confidence, or if it doesn't make you feel good or make you feel confident, don't do it. That's my rule. If it don't make me feel confident, make me feel good, I'm not doing it. So Spirit wants you to be okay with being patient and sometimes being alone and waiting. Okay with the Four of Cups. Being okay to be in silence. It is not a negative thing. In fact, when you are having your moments of solitude, or you're in meditation or hermit mode, these are the most powerful moments of your life because there are less friction around you. So you're able to connect with source. You're able to receive downloads, and you're really, really, really collective, able to tap into that creative space, that creative energy. Okay. So be okay with being different. Be okay with standing out, as this person standing out from the crowd. Be okay. Look how he's looking at them. Like, yeah, I'm going to take my brewski and yeah, check you later. And they've got their backs turned. Okay. So keep being who you are. Change nothing about you, but you have to find your vibe and find your tribe. And then therefore, Spirit is saying you will not be, likely to compare yourself. You won't be looking around, find those who are on your level, who won't turn their back on you, who will turn around and say, hey, buddy, where you going? Hey, where you going? They've got their back turned and they're not paying you any attention. Okay, these group of people make you feel some kind of way. They make you feel left out when you are around them, but you consistently show up to these people's invites or to their home or whatever shindigs or parties that they are giving. Okay, so Spirit wants you to let these people go, collective. They are not your vibe. They are not your tribe. And stop comparing yourself. You are not supposed to be them. They are not supposed to be you. And everyone has their own karmic debt to fulfill. And when I say karmic debt, it isn't always negative when you hear those words. And people don't know that, okay? There are some positive things. When it comes to karmic that people endure. But either way, depending on your lineage, we can go on and on with this topic here. You cannot try to request to be in the skin of someone else, though people try to manipulate energy to do so. But it's not a good idea. There's so much that comes with each and every one of us individually, spiritually speaking, on many levels. Your life is your own. You do not know what is attached to the things that you are admiring. Collective, you do not know what is attached to the things that you are admiring. With the Six of Pentacles, you may be in the energy of give and take. You may be in the energy of maybe you are, or someone who gives back to the homeless or donates to the soup kitchen, or every time they see someone without, they're willing to give an extra dollar or two. And that is wonderful. And maybe you are someone who's not in that position where you can always reach in your wallet and give extra money, pull out those 10s, those 20s, maybe a 50. But maybe you have an associate that does this. Every time you're out with them, if they see someone out there, and this is wonderful, if you got it, give it. It's nothing but energy, but either way, you may be saying, wow, this person's always got it to give. This person's always giving. And it may, that should influence you just to work on yourself. Not say I want to be that person, or I need to go work where they working at, or who are they dating? I need to date who they're dating. No, it's to inspire you. When we see people doing positive things, when we see people giving back, helping the community, bettering themselves, let it uplift you and inspire you and encourage you. Because all that this person may have endured, to be in the energy of being able to give all the time. And I'm not talking about giving dollars and quarters. I'm talking about somebody who goes in their wallets and pulls out 20s and 50s if they see a homeless person. There are people like that exist every time. If they saw them 5 days a week, they're going in that wallet 5 days a week. It's like, here's a 20, here's a 50. It may pop out 100. Don't be shocked. This person may be financially successful in their own right, but you don't know what they're enduring to maintain those finances or that abundance. And I'm not saying money is negative. I'm not saying that, okay? Because I love money and money loves me. It's always flowing to me. That's my frequency. Okay? There's an affirmation for you, collective. But you don't know what someone is enduring. Ask any entrepreneur, ask any business owner. What I'm stating to you, they will tell you it is a lot, owning a business. They'll tell you I have to show up every day. There are no off days. Something go wrong, it's all on me. With the business, with the building, with policies, with paying taxes. And so follow your own heart, your own passions, and your own goals. Okay, the next card we have here is the Queen of Swords here. Spirit wants you to rest in your own frame. Stay on the square of you. It's okay to mix and mingle and live your life, but you do not have to live a life of comparing yourself and contrasting your life according to the people outside of you. Do what makes you happy. I have to pull this Five of Swords because I love his look. That mohawk. If you want to wear a mohawk and put some dye in your hair, go for it. Do you. Don't be concerned, I'm not going to dye my hair or cut it because they're going to look at me funny. This guy doesn't care in this picture. And you have to have the same kind of energy. You have to stop being a Care Bear, okay? You have to stop being a Care Bear at some point in your life. Everyone else is popping their it. You might as well go ahead and pop yours too. What are you waiting for? Okay, what are you waiting for? You don't have to sit and play your tiny violin or your accordion. You do not have to sit and watch everyone else live their life in progress, okay? All right. So know that life is for the living and you have your own life to live. You have your own destiny to fulfill. It is your justice. It is your justice, collective, to live your life to the fullest potential, but not be concerned with the likings of other. Who's going to like you? Who's going to talk about you? Who's going to accept you? Even in your dating life, okay? You have to date someone who's on your vibration. If you have a hobby or interest, this is for somebody, and maybe you're speaking to a friend, and maybe they could be maybe slandering what you're talking about. Maybe you, for example, you want to sell cupcakes. You want to start an online bakery. Oh, ain't nobody gonna buy nothing from no bakery. People going to store to buy their cupcakes. Okay, that's a non-supportive friend. So Spirit is saying that's a person who's not on your vibe or your tribe. Beware, collective, of being around people who don't support you. They're not supportive in their actions or in their conversation. Leave those people out of your life periodically. The first time they mention or show any signs of hateration, you got to get them out of there. You got to get them out of there. You don't have to fight to have a healthy connection or friendship or relationship with anyone. Okay? It doesn't have to be a fight. It doesn't have to be a war. Avoid placing yourself in situations where you will constantly be hurt or upset or because you allowed someone to disrespect you or disregard you. Okay? So be willing to do the work, with the Four of Pentacles here. Be willing to do the work, be willing to take your time, because what is for you is for you. And let no one tell you that your dreams are not worthy of obtaining, anyone, maybe you're sharing your ideas with them or your goals. And that's why many people don't share their business or their deals or their goals, because people will simply speak against it. They will talk against it, especially family members, close friends, anyone that knows you personally, because they want you to be happy. They want you to do better. Just don't be better than them. It irritates people, to really applaud people who are successful or making changes in their life and the person is close to them, especially if they've been talking about you behind your back or trying to sabotage your character. It makes them feel some type of way that they can no longer control the narrative when you are choosing to progress and be independent and stand on your own. So be mindful. of having people around you, who don't applaud you, who don't support you. Don't even allow a person to even make any little joke and say, I was just kidding. No, cut them loose because they're non-supportive and you don't need that energy tainting your journey. And the more you do this, the more you grow strong and strengthen your tenacity about identifying, the haters, and those who are not for you, the stronger you'll become, and you're sending out, that signal, that magnetizing signal to the universe, to bring more energy towards you that is more desirable, that is supportive, that is of abundance and opportunity, that is of, prosperity, things that are fruitful and not fruitless. And so this concludes my read. I trust and hope that you received it for your highest good. So trust and know the message is Spirit wants you to know. We are not supposed to imitate and duplicate each other's lives. Your path, your life does not supposed to look like anyone else's. Your relationship, whether you're married, whether you're dating, it's not supposed to look like anyone else's. Even if you're parenting and you're a parent, your parenting, your journey does not supposed to look like anyone else's. It's okay. Your life is yours for the own, and no one can take anything from you. What is for you will never pass you by. So, don't be afraid to let go of those people, places, and things that are not supportive of your well-being. Later.